sorry. And even recently, just talking about making this wedding like the best moments of our life.
What if this is not the end? We let the story.
Shea, I have known you and have been friends with you for 26 years. Now that we have reconnected, you have become my best friend. Not everyone can marry their best friend, but I consider myself one of the lucky ones.
The days will find us now. Can you feel it coming?
You have always been a kind soul who doesn't judge. You always push people to be the best versions of themselves. And that includes students, friends, brother, parent, fiance, or anyone for that matter.
When I first met you, I had a tremendous amount of respect for you, having just finished serving our country. I admired how much you loved and respected your family. It reminded me of how I felt about my own family.
Can you hear the bells of change sounding out?
I look forward to you being the leader in our home. You are a role model for my children and how a woman you love should be treated. I will love you and support you and your children and grandchildren as if they are my own.
Well, first off, it was how pretty she was. A friend of mine that went to school with her at nursing school had sent some pictures while I was overseas in Kuwait. And as soon as I saw her, I was like, I gotta meet this girl. She's beautiful. Shea has a very caring heart. She is very devoted to her family, children, my children, just her students. Very caring person.
Me and Rusty met back in 1997 for the first time. After he had left the Army, he'd been in Kuwait, stationed there for a while, and he came home in November of 1997, and a mutual friend had introduced us. Well, when we were younger, in the late 90s, there wasn't a lot of dates, with not a lot of money. It was a lot of going out, hanging out with our friends, but you know, he always took care of me when we go out and have a great time. But of course, when we reconnected 2 years ago, our first date as a grown adults was a nice date. We had dinner. We went back, hung out and listened to some music and chilled for a while and just kind of caught up. And it was just like, you know, getting some time back with an old friend that we'd been separated for 24 years, just kind of finally reconnecting. So our very first date was special in that way.
My favorite memory with Shea so far would have to be the trip we took to New Orleans. Right after we reconnected, it was very special, very intimate, unforgettable. We had some nice dinners, nice time at Bourbon Street.
So the moment that brought me and Rusty closer, I would say it was about 2 years ago. I just finished several of my cancer treatments, but I still had surgery, things to go. And Rusty was amazing, always supportive and hearing me out about, the things I was afraid of, scared of, and I would say that when I was making some of those final decisions about the surgeries and things that would change the way I might look, I just knew that he was gonna love me no matter what changed about me. So I would say that was when we were very much connected on a whole different level.
Okay, the moments when I proposed to her were special because I had this big elaborate plan to do it at this restaurant, but there happened to be a little waiting area right next to the restaurant that had it's right beside a church. So the church has a little prayer area. We went over there just to wait for our table, and there happened to be a little cross there with a plaque. The plaque had special meaning because it has a special Bible verse on it, which has to do with when she had cancer. They had shirts made up and they used that Bible verse. Well, that Bible verse was at the base of the cross. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, that has to be the place. So that made it very extra special.
What I love most about Rusty is that he's pretty laid back. He goes with the flow. He puts up with a lot of my being over the top about everything I do. So what we're looking forward to our future, we've talked about this like from the beginning when we decided to, after 24 years and, his previous marriage had ended, my previous marriage had ended, and I'd been through so much for myself and even my youngest son with his battle with cancer. But one thing that we knew for sure after he had lost his wife of 20-something years, that we wanted to make the most of every chance we got. Sorry. And even recently, just talking about making this wedding like the best moments of our life. I want the wedding to be about is not just me and Rusty, but most of all, just celebrating everything that we've worked hard for, to be happy, and everything we've worked hard for to keep our families together.